there is this energy, this very potent, pivotal point in time in yourself and in your life that is highlighted around a lot of different things, but one of those main highlights is your relationships, is your approach to love. When it comes to dating, when it comes to your expectations, when it comes to what you tolerate, when it comes to how you show up in relationships and how you give yourself worth, how you value yourself. What I'm feeling here is on a collective level really is that there's this shift that has happened in your energy, in your worth when it comes to attracting the right partner. It feels like you're someone who has been through quite the lessons, through quite the connections that have taught you so much in your past connections, right? With lovers, with people who you were interested in, that you saw yourself with, or even if you're in a relationship now. I feel like there could have been this repetitive cycles where it was always sort of the same lesson. It's like you would find yourself dating the same type of person in a different body, or you would find yourself feeling the same way, or not being met in the way that you desired to be, not being truly emotionally fulfilled by that person. And what I'm feeling with this energy is there has been some sort of shift within you. There's like this moment that you're in right now where you know more of your worth, where you have shifted the focus towards yourself and healing yourself, giving yourself time, learning to love yourself. I just saw someone taking themselves out on a date. Like really knowing what you bring to the table and holding yourself to those standards. Not just talking about them, not just sitting there tolerating the bare minimum, not just asking someone for the bare minimum or telling them how you want to be treated, for them not to show up in that way. It's like you're this version of yourself now that if you don't receive that, you're willing to walk away, even if it can be so challenging, even if you wanted to be that person, even if you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's like you know that you can't keep investing your energy, your time, your love. You can't continue to pour into someone when they're not pouring the same back. Because that's the type of person that you typically are. You're a giver, you're a nurturer, you're a lover. You show up for them in ways that perhaps no one else in their life would show up. You're somebody who is loyal. You're someone who is giving, who is thoughtful, who likes to communicate. Like you have all these qualities about you that make you so unique and different. And they know this. These people know this. And I feel like you know this, but you didn't always value that. You didn't always give yourself the credit, the worth. You didn't always set the boundaries that you needed to have so that just not anyone could have access to you. And that is one of the lessons that you've learned, is to set boundaries, is to not give your energy to just anyone. Like you're picky now. You're a lot more particular. And this might come sort of like new to you because again, in the past, you would fall for, let's say, just words. You would fall for a little bit of effort, and you would make excuses for people for in the way that they were showing up in your life. You would make excuses for them doing the bare minimum because you truly believe that people can change, which is not a bad thing. But at the same time, that would rob you of your light and of your energy. At the same time, that often drained you. That often led you to being disappointed and not emotionally fulfilled, not truly happy with someone, right? Always seeing the best in people when they're not truly willing to change and they're not truly willing to put in the work that is necessary to meet you where you want to be met is draining. But it's like now you know that you're worthy of that. It's sort of that energy of like, okay, you either come to me right or don't come to me at all. It's like you're no longer going to be plain about yourself. And if you came across this video, believe me, it is because you are either already on that frequency or you're about to embody more of that frequency. If you're not fully there yet, where you fully cherish yourself, value yourself, appreciate yourself, and have those high standards, then believe me, you're coming across this video because you are about to become that version of yourself. You are already on the beginning, on the precipice of that. You're already starting to have these thoughts of like, wait a minute, I deserve more. Wait a minute, why do I keep repeating these cycles? Why do I keep attracting the same type of person? What am I not learning here? Because sometimes we have to do that. For uncomfortable as it is, sometimes we have to say, wait a minute, how am I playing a part in this? Is there something I need to do? Is there something I need to change? How can I give myself what I deserve? Right? Because you first have to learn to love yourself to even allow somebody else to love you. You first have to know your own worth. And so it comes down to the boundaries. It comes down to your standards. Like, you have to know what you want out of a person and not tolerate anything less than. Once you're clear on that. If you want someone who communicates, you want someone who's thoughtful, who's emotionally mature, who is mentally mature, who is compassionate, who is romantic, who brings you flowers, who texts you good morning, whatever you want, you have to understand and know that, number one, you are worthy of those things. Number two, it is very much possible for you. There is someone out there like that for you. You can feel them. You know that it's there. And number three, you can't tolerate less than that. If someone is not showing up in that way, if someone, let's say, is narcissistic, or they gaslight you, or they lie to you repeatedly, right? They keep showing up in a way that doesn't align with you, then you know that you need to remove yourself from that. And that's one of the biggest lessons that you're learning, is to let go, is to love yourself enough to walk away. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of like self-work here, a lot of self-love. It's like your heart chakra, your heart center, I'm feeling, and I'm being told, is really opening up in a different way now. You're seeing things for what they are. And in turn, because you are cleansing yourself, you're letting go of these blockages and these limitations. You're working on yourself. You're reprogramming your mind in the way that you look at relationships and the way that you look at love. In turn, you're raising your frequency, your vibration, which is putting you in a space, in a frequency that allows you to attract in your divine counterpart, your ideal person, the person who has it all. Because the thing is, when it comes to manifesting someone, or anything really, you shouldn't have any limitations. Don't limit yourself. You can have it all. If you want them to be tall, you want them to be medium height, you want them to be handsome, and at the same time romantic, and at the same time wealthy, you can have that, okay? But you have to have those standards in place to be able to attract someone like that. You have to know who you're going to invest your energy into. And so what I'm hearing right now is that this person's coming. There is someone energetically aligned for you. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. Oh my God, okay. I just tapped into their energy, and there's someone out there, and I'm seeing like a prince. Obviously, they're probably not literally a prince, but I'm seeing a prince. I'm seeing them like with the way that they're dressed. It's like there's someone out there for you right now in this very moment. As you're watching this video, as you're working on yourself or thinking about them or whatever it is, that is literally desiring to find you. Someone just like you, with your qualities, with your looks, with your way of loving. And this is your person. This is who your soul chose to be with in this lifetime. And maybe you already know them. And maybe there's still more growth that needs to happen between you and this individual. And maybe you haven't met them yet. Perhaps there's more lessons in between that you need to learn, right? So that you can better prepare for this individual, and vice versa. Perhaps you haven't yet met the one, not because you're not worthy of it, not because there's no one, worthy enough of you, or no one that you could, let's say, that could be this perfect. No, but because they too need to learn their lessons. They too need to be molded into the perfect man or woman, whatever, for you. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing at the end of the day. Relationships are a reflection of what we need to heal, of what we need to embody more of what we need to look within, inside of ourselves. And when you learn those lessons, you align yourself even closer and more to your ideal person, to your ideal self, to you even. Wow. Oh God, but this is so sweet. This is so kind. This person's energy is like they dream of you. They desire you, and it will come so easy. Let me say that. This love will be so easy. I'm not saying there won't be challenges. I'm just saying that this love will be pure. It will be real. There's no begging. There's no arguing over things that could be resolved through communication. You know, this is someone who you express something to, because differences are always going to be there, and they're going to care and love you enough to want to change them, to want to do better for you, to want to understand you, to want to communicate about it instead of dismissing it, instead of saying, you know, oh, you're just overreacting. And that's the thing, this person right now, they are becoming more of a better version for you, for themselves, of course, first, and then you. It's like you're becoming a match for each other. And I feel like you and this person are going to have a lot in common. Okay? You both have gone through very challenging relationships in the past, but it was meant to be that way, because when you find each other, you'll appreciate one another so much more and so much deeper. I just saw butterflies. Wow, 111. 222, of course. Wow, this is beautiful. But this will be a love like you've never experienced before. I will say that. It will be a love like you have never imagined. It's that type of love that you didn't think was actually possible. And so much so that when you meet this person, when this actually happens, you might sort of maybe self-sabotage a little bit, or you might just feel like it's too good to be true. This isn't something that you're used to, especially not the treatment that you're going to receive from this person. Not how compassionate and patient they are with you. And you just have to remember that you are worthy. Oh my God, my heart chakra is like on fire right now. I feel all the tingling, cooling sensations. It's like opening up your heart center and allowing yourself to receive this. Because you are worthy of that. Because it is possible for you. Because I feel like subconsciously though, maybe you questioned if this was actually possible for you. Or you sort of gave up on love in a certain way. Specifically with nowadays and the way that people date nowadays, right? The type of men or women that are out here today. Sort of like, I'm just going to stay to myself, or I don't know, you know? But this person will change all of that around for you. Whoa, cards falling out. I think that your angels right now, oh my God, choose love, literally. Choose love. Wow. They just keep saying be open-minded. Even if you're in a space where you're more so focused on yourself and on other aspects of yourself, or maybe you're a little close-hearted, they're saying keep an open heart and choose love. And you'll know. When it's the one, you're going to know. There's not going to be questions. I mean, your mind, your fears might sort of question it and want to self-sabotage, but you're going to know. You're going to be like, oh, God, like this is saying you're it. You're the one. Wow. Okay, my loves, I will leave you off with that. I hope that this resonates with those that it needs to resonate with the most. And I will see you in my next videos. See ya.